Hello, good evening, everyone. How is it going today? I hope y'all are doing well. And I said tonight's an exciting one. Tonight's the big return. I've been trying to make this happen for a while. But it's like, damn, shit just was not working. Uh, I am happy to be here though, making it happen. So we're gonna do that today. We're gonna play more Zelda. You may have to be a little extra patient with me today, uh, because I might not remember everything that happened or that I'm supposed to be doing. Um, but you know, what are those double exclamation points by certain messages in the chat? Well, uh further evidenced by the question mark that just appeared by your message in the chat. It is a bit of a flair that is added to messages that feature either exclamation points or question marks, or I think also interrobangs. I'm not entirely sure. Um, but yeah, it's fun. It's just a thing. Yes, interrobangs are also there. It's just kind of a thing that comes uh with the chat window. I did notice that the question mark got cut off though, and that's really gonna bother me if I don't fix that immediately. So, one sec. Where is that? Where is that? Where's chat? Chat, where are you? Oh, I see. Wait, I just did. Wait, no, it's gone. What the fuck? Chat, where are you? Where'd you go? Well, I literally just saw it. I was just looking at it. Where'd it go? OBS moment. Oh, here we go. Wait, it's not. I can't fix it. Chat, there's nothing I can do. Chat, it's all. Chat, it's over. Chat, there's nothing I can do. I can't fix it. I wish I could explain why, but I can't. Uh, so I guess everybody has to make their messages super short so I never see it again, okay? Only a few words at a time. You know, that'll just be easier for me in general, you know what I mean? A lot of people's chats do that. Yeah, I guess it's just a side effect of the way it's uh contained in the container. Uh Alexa, no! Why? What did I just say? Ugh. I feel like I'm gonna hold on. I want to check something. Oh, everything's normal. I feel like lately I've been having like a weird thing with like hearing myself over the mic. I feel like my microphone isn't loud enough in my ears. Um, but it could also just be that my ears are full of gunk or something. I don't know. I need to get like one of those ear cleaning kits. Let me tell you. That could do me some real good. I crash out. Speak with one sound, just one sound. You just sound a little quiet. I'm just kind of speaking quiet, TBH. I didn't know how much I wanted to talk about it, but I'm not really in the best mood today. If I'm being super honest. Uh, I guess just like a little context. Um, I'm doing my best, you know. I'm not like it's not really like I'm not like frustrated. Um, just having a little bit of a sad one today. But it's fine, you know. It's I am still glad to be here, and I'm hoping that this is, you know, a situation where the stream can lift my spirits as opposed to being an added stressor. Yeah, but I'm sure it'll be more the former. I really like this game. It's a great vibe, and I've very much been looking forward to it. So yeah, but yeah, I'm a little. I'm just trying to like uh I guess work up my energy a little bit. I'm just taking it easy, you know? I'm not really trying to do anything. I'm just here. I'm here and I'm going to be here exactly as I am, and I'm not going to try and like save face about it. You know what I mean? I'm here. It's a little earnest, but it is what it is. We do our best. Link's good old screaming will pick you back up. True. He has a lot of great sounds. Um I'm honestly surprised you managed to stay completely blind about its contents for so many years. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure I've seen like a bunch of stuff from this game over the years, but but you know, the thing about it is that like if I'm not like actively invested in it, it's really easy for my brain to just kind of like dump that information, you know? So I'm sure I've seen a shit ton of and you know, there's a couple twists and stuff that I know ahead of time. Like I knew the fact that you know it's Ocarina of Time, and I knew the fact that there was a young Link and an adult Link. Like I knew all that shit just because it's so essential to the structure of the game. I know about the thing with Sheik, right? Like that's pretty obvious, especially as like a person who has played Smash Brothers. So like I'm not entirely without context of everything that ever happens, but in the broader strokes and the more like minute moment to moment gameplay and like puzzles and stuff, it's just one of those things where it's like I was never in a position where I needed to remember any of this stuff, and I was never experiencing it myself, so it's not something my brain ever like committed to memory, even if I did happen to see it at a certain point. Um and yeah, that's just kind of like how my brain works. I don't really it's weird. I can't say I don't just like randomly remember weird shit out of nowhere because I do. It does happen sometimes. I do have like the things that occasionally just worm their way into my mind. But it also does kind of uh crack me up the things in which my brain will choose to remember versus not. Cuz like I forget a lot of important shit, but I also very distinctly remember like multiple commercials. And you know, I'm saying this like it's a big novel thing. I think that's how most people's maybe not how most people's brains work in terms of like the forgetting important shit because that's very much an ADHD type thing. But like, I think everybody's got a little bit of brain weirdness when it comes to like things they remember, I guess. Um, even if we don't all have the part of it that just dumps information, I feel like a lot of us do pick up weird things over time. I don't remember my dentist appointments, but I remember facts about Fish and Sonic. Well, it's because Fish and Sonic are like important and the dentist is not, right? We can all agree? Yeah. Oh, wahoo! Joy just brought me food. Wow. That was fast. I don't know why I expected that to be less or yeah, less quick than it was. I don't know if that came through. I don't know if that came through either. Oh, people heard the first one, so that second one must have come through. Thank you, baby. Wahoo! There's more mashed. Yes. Can you just like put it in the fridge? Thank you. We have we have mashed potatoes that I'm going to have later. Don't tell her I'm gonna eat every single all of them. Cool. Well, I get to have this before we start then. Fuck yeah. Mm. She made we just had like some tilapia in the freezer. We were just like looking through the kitchen like, oh shit, we have this tilapia and a thing of like pre-made mashed potatoes that are pretty easy. So fuck yeah, I got fish and potatoes. It's kind of awesome. Food is the feel better secret that doctors don't want you to know about. I'm kind of banking on it. I'm kind of banking on it. I had pasta. That's awesome. I love pasta. I could go for some like well, not now because I'm eating fish and potatoes, but eventually I feel like I could fuck up just like a big plate of spaghetti at some point soon. Hi Joy, hi. Oh yeah, I guess this will be the first This will be the first Ocarina of Time stream with the Babel cam. That'll be interesting. I can make your spaghetti dreams come true. I love you so much. And I know you can. Cause your pasta is delicious always. I want like, oh. Are you meatball person or more of a meat sauce person? I'm definitely more of a meat sauce person. I think I used to think I was a meatball person. But I love when it's just like a big thing of sauce that just has meat all throughout it. Something I should say I love meatballs, but I think for pasta specifically, I like it to be throughout the sauce because it becomes less of an ordeal. I feel like if I have like spaghetti and meatballs, I hate having to like ratio and distribute the meat throughout my bites manually. I feel like having meat sauce just makes the whole process so much easier. Everything is already like distributed evenly. So I can just fucking eat it. But like if I have a meatball, I have to think like, oh shit, I should like take a bite of this of a certain size as I'm eating this bite of noodles. And it's like, what are we doing? You've created a task for me. I don't like tasks while I'm eating. I had crab legs for the first time relatively recently, and it was kind of a similar thing where it was like, I love crab. I love crab so much. And I've had crab before, but I never had it where like it's like, you know, just like a plate of crab legs that you have to like crack yourself and like undo all the shell and everything. And it was like a fun thing to try, but I felt like I wasn't eating, you know? Like I felt like I feel like I spent more of that time hungry and trying to get food out of the shell than I did actually enjoying my meal. Now granted, it was Red Lobster. So, probably not the best crab experience you can have. So I'd be willing to try it again from a place that does it better. But that it did teach me a little more about like what I value when it comes to food, which is eating it. I think the crab leg always has shell everywhere. Yeah, I just didn't quite. It was fun to try. I just didn't quite get it. I really didn't. I wish I did. I used to feel the same way about flat chicken wings. Oh, Milk, hi! Thank you for the sub. Hello, waving at Babel. Hello, hello, hello. I used to feel the same. I used to feel the same about flat wings, but I learned a trick to make the entire experience easier. I do still think I prefer drums slightly, but the difference is not as vast as it used to be now. And honestly, part of me is like, even my current method for eating flat wings is like maybe a little too complicated. Cause I watched a fucking Rhett and Link Good Mythical Morning video where they ate wings. And Rhett picked up a flat wing multiple times, just put the whole thing in his mouth and just like ripped like all of the meat and everything off of it in a single bite. And it was like one of the scariest things I've ever seen. I was like, what? How did you do that? How do you do that? Why are you trying to optimize eating wings? I literally just explained it. I literally just explained it with the crab leg thing. I don't like doing work to eat food as I'm eating it, I should say. I don't like having to wrestle the food out of a place I can't eat. If I have food in front of me, I want to put it in my mouth and eat it. I genuinely, I think it's the difference. Like, I can have things in my meals that are inedible. I just want the edible part to be on the outside of it. Does that make sense? I don't like having to wrestle edible food from inside a non-edible thing. I think that's true with uh flat wings. It's true with crab legs, I've discovered. I think it's just a consistent thing for me. Fair, but flat wings are not like crab legs, IMO. Yeah, they're a different thing, but it's the same principle. There's still like meat in between two bones that you can't eat, and you have to get the meat out of it to eat it in some way, you know? Like you have to like chew around it and like definitively there is a part of a flat wing where edible meat is pancaked between two non-edible bones. It's the same exact thing. It's a smaller part, you know, like and there's edible meat outside of it as well, so it's like a little better. So it doesn't bug me as much. But it's still a part of the experience if you don't have like a method. And like I said, I have a method now, and it makes the experience a lot better. Essentially, what I do is I take the end of the wing that has like the big like lump of like cartilage on it. And I rip that off because usually you can just like tear that off pretty easily. And then it separates the bones into two just kind of like separate parts. And then what you can do is you can take the thinner bone and then tear that off separately. And then what it leaves is like just the thicker bone single-handedly with a bunch of like meat around it. And then you could just whoop, take a bite and just eat the whole thing. Sounds like a very noisy way to eat wings. What are you talking about? You want me to hold it with both hands and like rotate it, like have to like shove my teeth into the middle of it to try and like wrestle the meat out of the middle and like get it all over my fucking nose because I'm like shoving my face into it to try and get like. You think that's simpler? Yeah, like a rabid animal. I am already a rabid animal. I don't need to pretend. I need to be myself as much as physically possible. And myself don't like doing that. I like taking one of the bones out and eating it in one big bite. It is. I'm just gonna say, if you haven't tried it, you can't say shit. I would recommend try it once. Try it once. See how it feels. I'm telling you, it feels kind of awesome. It feels really cool to rip the inedible parts out of it and you just create a big bite of meat that you can just wrench off of the larger bone. I just use a fork and a knife for chicken wings? Now that's loud, if you ask me. That I feel like is like you do you. Obviously, if it works for you, it works for you. I'm just saying, like, this is what's out there. People are looking at me and being like, your method is too complicated. We got people using knives. I don't want my fingers to get all slimy. And that's fair and correct. And I think you're a beautiful soul and you shouldn't feel bad about that. It's just a little loud. I feel like that's my standard of loud. If we're talking loud. You shouldn't need tools for wings. Yeah, because the bone is the tool. That's the thing. Like it comes with a handle for you to grab and eat. It's just flat wings also make it really rude in the process. I just tried to hit my mic mute button and I almost clicked the turn stream off button. What if that was the end of the stream? I just got fed up. It's just like whatever, man. You'll never understand. I have times where the idea of getting anything on my hands will kill me. This is when I order boneless wings. Yeah, and that's why they got them. Boneless wings are the fork type wing for sure. Oh, I want chicken wings. I just really made myself want wings so bad. Man, fuck. Oh, dinner too. Yeah. I feel like I'm hungry enough for a dinner too. TBH. Maybe not a full dinner too. I'm just like if I just had like a spare like 5 wings to chow down right now. It's okay, I have something in the oven for you. Oh, it's the cookies, right? Yay. It's not wings. Oh, I'm so excited. Were there actually only 2 left amount of dough? Or are there more than 2? We had some leftover cookie dough. Sidebar dinner soup has remained in my brain ever since that HL2 stream. It was a big hunk of dough, so I'm making 2 huge cookies for us to share. You're the genius. You're the brain genius. Huge, actually. True. I don't know when I want to start here. I guess I should start pretty soon. Maybe I cut myself off at like an hour of pre-stream. Just so I got something to post on 2.5 because it's been a little bit. All the recent streams have been to like go and go. You can stall as much as you want. Thank you. I probably will. I'm trying to get my spirits up a little bit before we start so I don't come in being like, "Hey guys, welcome to Ocarina of Time. And we're going to have some fun today." Cuz I feel like all the previous streams I've been like, "Buttheads, hello. Hello." And this one so far I've just been like, "Hey guys." Would fit given where you left off. Where did I leave? Wait, where did I leave off? I just got the horse, right? What if that was actually the start of a VOD? Oh, you mean the viewership retention destroyer? If I, you open an Ocarina of Time playthrough on YouTube and you hear and it's like, okay, all right, cool. This is for babies. Turning this off. Link voice mod. Filter out the people who don't get it. That has been the play recently. At least the attempt at the play. Gimmick channel where it's just Taz. I feel like that edit exists or something. I've had the Papa's game VODs on today for chill vibes. You're continuing the vibe live. It rules. Are those chill? I feel like I scream so much. I gotta play more Papa. I gotta play more Papa. Had a little bit of a resurgence on Tumblr because of the someone made a someone I just started like talking about the Papa's videos with people and how like people were telling me that like if like certain quotes from those videos like play through their heads when they're at their actual real life food service job. And I was like, that's crazy because I have never worked food service. But a bunch of people tell me that my energy in those videos is not too dissimilar from the experience, just maybe in like a smaller intensity form. And I think that's really hilarious. I think that's the funniest thing I've ever heard. Because like playing that game does give me so much anxiety. The difference is that it's in an environment that is without real stakes, and so I have fun with it, right? It's like playing a horror game for me. It's like I play an experience that I emotionally can't handle for fun, right? Anyway, so people were talking with me about that, and then someone was like, "Yeah, I actually made a compilation of quotes from those videos that I just shared with my friends because it was like a bunch of quotes that were like extremely relatable in that context." And I was like, "That's fucking awesome." And also, can you make that public? Because I would love to see it. And they did. and so there's a new like small Papa's video comp on YouTube that's just like quotes that are relatable as a food service worker. And it does contain such hits as "Stop coming in and ordering food from my food store." Which I think was me paraphrasing. Well, there's an earlier bit where I more directly referenced it's like a joke about the bear, the show The Bear. That was like a meme for a little bit during one of the seasons of that show. Where it was like a screenshot of an episode where it's just the main guy just like screaming. And I forget if it was like a 4chan post or whatever, but it was just like the caption was like, "Oh my god, someone fucking ordered. Yeah, fuck, someone ordered food from my food store and now I have to make the food." And it's like and I just I cannot like stop thinking about that post whenever I play Papa's. So I was referencing that specifically, and then it just became a thing to say because it's so fucking real. And it's like it's funny because it's supposed to be like, I assume the original post is supposed to be like disparaging of that. Like they're kind of maybe calling the character a little bit ridiculous for that. I just think they haven't played Papa's Pizzeria. I think they don't understand. Now that I've been through the simulated trenches, I just think you just gotta, you don't get it. You don't get it. A very NL sentence. True. That is true. I never thought about that. Oh my fucking god. I gotta get a new I have to get a new Stream Deck Plus. My main Stream Deck Plus that I use for like audio stuff is like so fucked. The screen, I don't know what happened and I don't know when, but it is just constantly burning in everything onto the screen, and like I'm looking at it right now and I'm like, dude, I can barely see these buttons. But I just haven't like it like still works, right? Like it's not broken in any way other than the button visibility. But like that is kind of important. So it's just like I just feel like I don't know, man. I gotta get a new one. I just looked at it and it's just like bad right now. I didn't even realize until I just saw. Yummy burnin', yeah. It's like the first time that's ever happened with one of these. It's just like a fluke, I guess. I don't know. And I'm pretty sure it's likely out of warranty. Granted I haven't checked, but I got this one a long time ago, so part of your brain that's like, well, it still technically works, and the part of you that's like, this fucking sucks are fighting. Yeah, well, and I'll admit it's partially because I'm kind of trying to train myself to think more like the former. Um, there's definitely was a period of time where I like had a really bad habit of like running into an issue with something, and so I would just get a new one. Um, and that's not like good. Like I can't be doing that. That's not a good way to be. And so uh I've been actively trying to just like stick with what I have for a little bit. Um so I don't know. It is it is actually pretty bad though, and it's been that way for most of the year. And so I'm like, uh, well, maybe it's about time. Maybe it's about time. I will say, I will say, um, I do think it is listed on my throne. So yeah, I do have a Stream Deck Plus listed on my throne. So if anyone, obviously no pressure, no pressure. Everybody's got their own shit going on. Um, if if you want to throw a gift my way, that is on there, but I won't, I will say no more about it. Oh shit, I should take a couple things off there actually. No one look. Wait, I did. Hold on. Is all this? Yeah. I just got a bunch of random shit on there, huh? I wonder what that's about. It's like it's some kind of a wish list website or something. What else would go on there? It is kind of the point. It is kind of the point. Anyway. Uh Does Throne only work with Amazon? I don't think so. No, you can suggest things that aren't on Amazon. And I think in some cases the way it works is if Throne cannot buy the stuff by proxy themselves, they will just send me the money to do so directly, and they have like a system for that. And I've done that before. But obviously I don't push the Throne a ton just because like I don't really need it, but it's nice to it's a nice to have if someone's feeling particularly generous. I actually someone got me I had a couple office curtains on there that someone got me and it was like really 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 cute. And I gotta put that up. It's like pink curtains that have like little moon and star cutouts on them. a good alternative to a P.O. box. True. True. But yeah, I always forget to put things. I'm so bad about wish lists, man. I'm so fucking bad about like keeping a list of things that I want. Um, my family has been begging me for a Christmas list for weeks. And I haven't given them anything. I feel so bad. I feel so bad because it's like I'm running out of time, and I'm just like, dude, I don't know. Like, I don't know, man. I really don't. I don't care that much. It truly, truly would make no difference to me if they didn't get me anything, and like they just sent me like a thumbs up. just mail me a sticker. Mail me a sticker and say, "Merry Christmas, we love you." And I'll be like, "Yay! Thank you." I'm bad about Christmas. I'm bad about birthdays. Um and like, you know, and like I'm like self-aware of the fact that a lot of that is because I'm in a very fortunate position that like I I don't want for much. Um I have enough disposable income to like get nice things or like things that I need. And so like I'm very very grateful for that. And so I've become very like self-sufficient in that way. And so like I have such a hard time thinking of anything else. I don't know. It's like so I feel like it's a good problem to have. You know what I mean? I want a hamburger for Christmas. Straight up. That'll be fucking awesome. I had a hamburger last night. It was great. Just so you know. I like Christmas. I gotta like put some Christmas decorations around my office. I gotta clean my office. And then I gotta put some some Christmas decorations around my office after the first thing. I think I just want to spend time with my family. I literally, yeah, I feel I literally just want to hang out with people. I agree. Is your policy on help with the Zelda playthrough the same as before? Yup. I mean, like, I will probably like be a little bit more lax this time around because it has been a while. But that's not, I wouldn't necessarily say that's a change in policy and more just like temporary circumstance. Um, I think the way I'll do it is I'll just like, I will just ask questions as they come up, but otherwise maybe don't try to like offer a bunch of stuff unless it's like super imperative and I'm giving like no hint of being able to figure it out. And if it, specifically if it's something that I already knew from last time and just forgot. If it's something I haven't learned yet, then I don't want to hear it. If that makes sense. Do you remember which button you pressed to jump? Trick question. Trick question. You don't press a button to jump. You have to jump in real life. With the Nintendo 64 Rumble Pack. Tucked in your shirt. You gotta waggle your arms like a duck, and you gotta quack like a duck. You gotta waddle around like a duck, and then Link jumps. Mm-hmm. You thought I must be fucking stupid. but I'm not. I have a plate on my desk. I have a plate on my desk. Where should it go? Let's see. Fuck, my desk is so cluttered. Oh my god, my office is a goddamn disaster right now. I'm so glad I don't use a face cam. I mean, I'm so glad my face cam doesn't show it. Much of it. I say we set the plate on fire. Is it microwave safe? Good news. It doesn't say. You know what? I just realized I can make a ton of space on my desk right the fuck now by taking off this this tablet stand that I haven't been using. Which means it is. Is that what that means? Or are you lying to me? Are you trying to make me do something I'd get in trouble for? Because I'll believe you and I'll do it, and then it would be your fault that I get in trouble. Ah! Move all this shit. I'm just moving a bunch of shit now. That's great. I didn't take my meds today. Ugh! Hold on. I'm sorry, I forgot. It was a weird one. I had a weird day. Oh. Hold on. Just gonna keep saying hold on until something stops happening. Oh, by the way, for tonight's stream, and likely the future of N64 Zelda streams and other N64 games, I'm finally using the Analog 3D. The long-awaited device that I mentioned near the beginning of this playthrough and before, that I was kind of waiting on to start initially, and then it got delayed like 3 fucking times. And so a couple things. One, it's really good. I like it. I like the system. It's nice. It's got some cool features, and I like the image quality better. And it's also like not technically emulation, and it's pretty accurate as a result. So it's got like all the effects, visual effects you want. There's no like weird visual bugs as far as I can tell. So you get a very, if not a completely genuine experience. But it's got like some cool up-resing features, and it's got like some CRT shaders and shit built in. And it's pretty damn cool. It's pretty damn cool. I like it. However, I do have a bit of a bone to pick. The kind of bone to pick that genuinely is making me consider never purchasing another analog product ever again. Because they just pissed me off. They just pissed me the fuck off. And apparently this is something they do, and I didn't know. And now, you know, I had to learn the hard way. So what happened was, like I said, they delayed this shit like 3 or 4 times. I've had the pre-order for this console since like October of last year. Cookies! Yay! Thank you. Sorry. Joe just gave me a cookie. Hold on. We are so fucking back is the thing. Hey, I thought an hour in would mean I missed something. You new here? Hold on, I'm eating this entire cookie. Yum. Now wish Babblecam had an eating mode. True. Wait, that's a good idea. I really want to get like a tracking model for Babbel or something. Guess what? The part I didn't mention. Try not to get jealous. I also have a big glass of milk. Yup. We rockin' whole or 2%. It's I think it's full fat, but it's lactose free. It's lactate, so it's very good. Yeah, I'm a big lactate believer in recent years. Not sponsored. This stream not sponsored by Lactaid. But like it literally like it has like the texture of like regular milk. Favorite milk to drink. I can't do it. Fuck. They're making it easy for me. Chat, they're making it easy for me. Fuck. It's literally a softball. It's not fair. It's literally a softball. No, I shan't say it. Anyway, Lactaid's awesome. And now I've drank a whole glass of milk. Right. Okay, so analog. So I've had this pre-order for the Analog 3D since like October of last year. And, you know, pretty excited about it. Pretty excited. And like very much looking forward to this being the way that I play the N64 Zelda games. And you know, I think they had like a target release date of like early 2025. So I was like, cool, that should work. So what ended up happening is early 2025 didn't happen, which is like, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Delays happen. Delays are pretty common these days. Wasn't really not expecting it. It's just kind of a thing, right? So I was like, sure, yeah, that's fine. And like, I wasn't even ready to do my Zelda streams anyway, so it's no skin off my back. So they were like, cool, we're gonna put it out in summer 2025. I think they specifically were like, they said July, I think. So I was like, oh fuck yeah, awesome. Sounds good. We'll do that. And then like they get like I think a week out or something from the new like date or like window that they set. They were like, "Hey guys, sorry, we gotta delay again. We're gonna delay into was like October 2025. We're gonna delay into October." And it's like, okay, you're kind of annoying me a little bit, but you do you. Still 2025. That's fine. October comes around. Hey guys. We're gonna have to delay this again. We're not even gonna really tell you when. Q4 2025, that's the plan. We'll see you then. And I'm like, okay. Sure. So, well before that time, you know, I had already started my Zelda streams and everything, and I'm just like, yeah, what, I'll get this when I get it. I have a setup with the actual N64, whatever. And then the thing that truly and royally frustrated me, the thing that really put the nail in the coffin, so December rolls around, they start shipping out these things. Finally, they're getting them into people's hands. It has been, like I said, over a year since it was available for pre-order. It was supposed to come out in months, came out in over a year. That in and of itself is one thing. Less than a month after they start shipping these things out, what do they announce? They have an entire lineup of transparent plastic color versions of the console, all vastly limited edition. And it's like, it's a lineup of like fucking 8 to 12 of them. It is like it's like so many colors. And they drop this shit and they're like, cool, you can pre-order it on this day in December, less than a week, and they will ship by Christmas. Like, what the fuck? What are we doing? I was sitting on my goddamn pre-order for the base model for over a year, since last, like, October. I was sitting on my pre-order of this basic black model that's like, you know, certainly not the color I would have picked, but it was the only one available other than white. And you're telling me you delay this shit like 3 or 4 times, and in the background, you're fucking running production on special color versions of this console, and you're not gonna throw the people who have been waiting for over a fucking year a bone and like maybe let them have one? What are you talking about? I just fucking got this thing. I paid you like $200 over a year ago. I gotta do it again? To get the thing that just came out less than a month after you actually fucking shipped my thing? Like, it's nonsense. It is utter fucking nonsense. Insane. I cannot believe this happened. Like, truly, I saw that and I wanted to flip my phone 500 times in a row. Analog really hates their early adopters. Yeah, and like, guess what? I'm never doing that shit again. I truly do not fucking care. I'm never pre-ordering another Analog product ever again. This was a horrendous experience. And like, don't get me wrong. Again, it's a good console. I like it. I like the thing itself. I will be using the thing itself. I will be using the thing that I got. Lord knows I waited long enough for it, right? The tech itself is cool. What an absolute disaster of just a release structure. I cannot believe that they thought that would like win people over. After fucking everything. And it's not. Like, I feel like I'm seeing more and more people just, like, openly being like, "Hey, this fucking sucks. What are you doing?" It's insane. And they have, like, a pink one, too. They have, like, a pink one. And I want it. And I'm not gonna fucking get it. Because I'm not gonna spend another $200 on the thing I just got less than a month ago! What do you mean? You just shipped these out! Nobody knew this was happening until it was all, like, what? Whatever, man. Whatever. I'm getting a Steam machine. Fuck you. Spray paint it pink. Yeah, I gotta get into, like, customizing my own shit. I have the space for it now. Could totally do that. I think I wanted to do that with something. I can't really remember what it was. I'm so interested in the Steam machine. Me too. I'm actually like actively excited. I almost said less than interested. That's not true. I'm more than interested. Very actively excited for such a device. I used to do that with a lot of old stuff just because I could. That's awesome. I'm trying to remember if I've ever like. I don't think I've ever spray painted one of my own devices, but I want to try. I want to try. Don't you already have a good PC? Yeah. I want a good PC for the living room. Listen, I had a living room gaming setup. That I really enjoyed. But then Joy's computer caught on fire and we had to move it into her office so she can do her work. And that's no skin off my back. I don't mind that so much, but I do miss my living room PC a little bit. So Steam comes along and they're like, "Hey, we have this like perfectly adequate gaming PC coming out. It's going to be very competitively and affordably priced. And it's going to have like a ton of features that you can't really easily do on a regular computer build. Like it's going to have the wake on controller button press. It's going to have like, it's going to be able to wake up your TV with it waking up. It has like the progress bar and shit. It's got like the customizable front plate. Like it's got the built-in like Steam controller adapter. It's got some cool shit on it that I can't do on my main computer. And I also couldn't do on the other. Affordably priced, I don't think that's true. They have literally said they are aiming for affordability. They have said that. That is a thing they have said, and the thing you are saying is based off of zero concrete information. They haven't announced a price. We don't know. We don't. Literally, all we have is what they have said, and they have specifically gone on record saying it is going to be priced like a PC, not in that it's going to cost over $1,000, but in that it is not going to be subsidized. As in, it is not going to be much cheaper than what it costs to make because they're expecting people to buy Steam games because it's a PC. It's not a console. It could straight up be like $600. We don't know. I think part of the reason they haven't announced a specific price is because they are just looking at like, they are actively looking at market costs for parts and trying to get that shit as low as possible. Because they know. The Steam Deck was $400 when it came out. They like went out of their way to be like, yeah, this shit was painful for us to do, but we wanted to do it because it was important. Obviously, hey, listen, it could straight up be like an $800 console. I'm not saying it won't be. I'm just saying saying it's unlikely that it will be quote unquote affordable is based off of nothing. Because we don't really have much to go off of that isn't just pure speculation. Whereas they have outright talked about their priorities multiple times. All things together, 800 might not even be that bad when it comes out. True. It depends. It is a scary situation right now. I get the trepidation because like, yeah, nobody wants to pay like $1,000 for a box that, you know, is like for all intents and purposes a 1080p to 1440p machine. Like, it's like not a great concept that would have to happen, but I really don't think that's going to happen. I do think personally my current prediction would be somewhere in the $600-$700 range for the base model, and then you're probably paying like $800-$900 for like the 2 terabyte model or whatever, because they're gonna have a model with a smaller storage option, and that's gonna be like the baseline. Which I might go for, honestly. Cause you can swap out the SSD for that thing pretty damn easy. I don't know. Actually, now that I think about it, personally, I would probably go for the higher tier storage on the Steam machine, and then I would go for the base storage on the Steam frame. Because the Steam frame, I think, is also going to have different tiers of pricing for storage size. And I think with the frame specifically, yeah, having the storage is cool because like you can install games locally, but like for me personally, I ain't using that thing as a local VR device. That shit is a PC VR headset through and through for me. So like if I'm not even planning to install a bunch of shit on it, then like why would I need a bunch of storage? I basically think most everything I do with that thing is going to be streamed from either my main PC or the Steam machine. Buy it to play Alex. That is the plan. That is directly the plan. Anyway, I did it. It's been an hour. Let's get set up. So interested to see how stuff runs locally on the frame. I would definitely temper expectations. I think it's technically less powerful than a Steam Deck, even in terms of like raw power. I know it's kind of hard to compare because of the different chipsets, but like I think the thing about the frame is that it also is taking a big hit, I think, on CPU performance because the CPU is what's doing a lot of the translation layer between x86 and ARM. So I think like they showed it off like running Hades 2 pretty well. But they didn't show much higher than that. They didn't care to expand on like it's probably not going to be too crazy. I wonder how emulation would run on that thing. Actually, straight up, I wonder if you could like emulate GameCube on that shit. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, like it's like an emulation headset. Give yourself like a little virtual environment. Play old console games. That'd be kind of neat. Because I imagine it's got to have like about the power of like a solid emulation handheld, you know, just those like Android ones that come out these days. Maybe something like an Anbernic type power draw. I don't know. That's such an interesting idea. I didn't think about that. Until just now. How lovely. Yeah, that already exists if I remember correctly, playing emulated games in space, recreating old living room or whatever. Yeah, but it's but those are streaming from PC. I wonder what it would be like to do that locally on the headset. Are you a furry now, Penny? And some other stuff. I think I've specifically gone. I've said I'm a furry for years. I just haven't really had like a definitive persona. I just like furries, and I like cartoon animals. Dude, I've been a furry ever since I watched Zootopia. I'm not gonna lie. I know that's like not the most like you can't say that you were super into Zootopia these days without a little bit of shame. And it's, you know, it's earned. It's earned. But it did change my brain chemistry for a little bit. I literally would not be a bunny. I literally would not be a bunny if I didn't watch Zootopia. Me, Joy and I watched it recently, and like, dude, that movie is insane because a lot of it is pretty damn good. I have to maintain a lot of it is pretty damn good. But then it gets weird. It gets like so fucking weird. Like it just like goes off the deep end for like a solid chunk of it, and it's like, what are you doing? Whose idea was this? But it's like, yeah, it's like very well animated though. I forgot how fun Judy is to watch like as a character. She's extremely well animated. She's a furry, her persona on screen. True. Fuck, I gotta start playing Zelda. I'm gonna like run out of time to do anything. Just chatting stream now. I wish I was confident enough to do that. I don't know if people would come through for a just chatting stream, but I gotta play Zelda. Why am I like nervous? What's happening? I do this all the time. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, look at this crazy shit. I have display mode on clean. You can do like scan lines and stuff, and that looks, well, scan lines doesn't look too good. I like, BVM looks pretty damn good, but I'm not gonna use that because it gets weird when you scale to different screen sizes. I literally just like the clean display mode. And then I do, what is it? Sharpness. Do full or medium sharp? I don't know. I just like the raw look a little bit. Do you have overclocking on? I don't. I can't, hold on. Hardware. I'm not entirely sure. I think there's like defaults. I think it's like automatically determined per game or something like that. I don't think it would be too transformative though if I did. I think I think it's gonna boost it a little bit, but not by much. Honestly, I was still noticing like a few frame drops here and there. Even still. I really like the image quality. It looks super clean. You're not playing in the N64? I'm playing off of an N64 cartridge on an FPGA console. Yeah, this is I'm using the Analog 3D. Okay, we're gonna get going. 1 sec. VOD heads!